Okay, so this is a story of when one of my friends, we have a group of people that are believers. Not all of us were believers. It started slowly. All God did all of this. But as people in my friend group started to notice things happen in my life, they started to come closer to God. So one of my friends ended up having a dream from God. He ended up telling me, he was like, I got a dream from God. I don't know how to interpret it. Um, but he knew it for a fact it was from God. So he tells me the dream. And then I didn't know exactly what this dream was about as well. But again, he knew I communicate with God. Most of my friends, like if you're close to me, already know. I'm very vocal about God. I tell people straight up, I don't care. Um, but I think that's just how God made me. But yeah, he told me his dream. Um, I went to God and I asked him. I didn't know. I didn't go thinking he was going to tell me. I didn't go thinking he wasn't going to tell me. I just asked. You never know if he's going to answer you or not. And then he interprets the dream. And then I tell him the interpretation of the dream to help him out. And I would tell you the dream and stuff, but maybe I can, because y'all don't know the person anyway. But basically there was a whole bunch of deers that entered his yard, and they all had giant antlers. And the guy that got the dream was a hunter. This is why God used deers and antlers, because God understood that he would understand the reference of the deers. And how do I know that? It's because God told me. And though there was a whole bunch of deers, like a mass amount of deers in his yard, and he was looking at them through the window of his house, and that was his dream. And here's the interpretation of his dream. His dream was all those deers with the massive antlers are men, great men, because I guess when it comes to deer, the best male deers they have giant antlers, I'm going to assume, right? So those deer that massed in his yard were all great men. That's what they were. And he was looking out the window at those great deer with those big antlers, because that's who he can be. But he's not there yet. But God was letting him know that if he keeps following him, he will be one of those great men. So yeah, I loved God for interpreting that for him. I loved God giving that dream, and I loved him for having that faith and that belief and being able to realize that that dream was from God, because not everyone recognizes that God gives them signs, God gives them visions, and God gives people dreams. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.